Jared, we've just been talking off mic there just about life in the area and how have you settled in? How's everything going, first of all?
It's been great, mate. Obviously, the conditions probably the biggest challenge, I guess, but everyone's in it, mate. Everyone's doing it, so it's you just crack on, and it's been good. Family's all settled in school, and kids are happy, so really enjoying my time here.
That's good stuff. And I mean, the serious part of that is when things like that come into play and everything seems to slot into place. I suppose that gives you a more clearer mind on the job at hand as a rugby league player, doesn't it?
Yeah, it sure does, mate. I think, when the kids are settled and happy, the missus is happy, makes it easy for us as fathers to come to work. So, happy wife, happy life.
I was having a little trawl through, like when you first came over to Hull and talked about your friendship with Skids and how he's been your little tour guide. Where's he been taking you?
Not too many places, mate. He's got a nice little house there that he's newly renovated. So we hang out in the backyard around a fire, having a few wines with the kids playing in the backyard. It's funny, right? We've done the full circle with being back here and kids now, and so 18 years later, mate, to see where we've sort of ended up, it's quite funny, but quite cool at the same time. So just loving my time with one of my best mates, and I enjoy coming to work every day with them.
Yeah, how far do you go back? Because I know your playing days goes a considerable distance, but did you know each other before rugby league, or are you from relatively the same area, or was it that friendship that first bound when you was at Sydney Roosters?
Yeah, the Chooks, mate. It was probably the year before we started hanging out before I signed, and ever since we were at the Roosters together, it was pretty much wherever you looked for Skids, there was myself, and vice versa. So B1 and B2, mate.
Like two peas in a pod. I bet you've got some stories to tell.
None at all.
None at all? None at all after over a decade together. What's he like as a coach?
He's good, mate, yeah. I've seen a few of my mates transition into, and good mates, into life after, into being coaches, and I feel like he's really enjoying his time as a coach. He's obviously, I spoke to him a few months ago now about the way he's come through with the academy, with the young boys, and he's loving it, mate. I'm really happy for him, and sometimes when I not get told off, but when he tells me what to do, I have to take a bit of a second look, at who's telling me what, and then I go, righto, coach, have that player coach relationship. So it's been good, mate. Really enjoying it, and I'm really proud and happy for him.
Did you always know that he was going to transition into a coach? When was the first time you maybe saw those shoots that was in his repertoire to carry on coaching? Yeah,
pretty early, mate. I think just his personality, mate. He's got a lot of care and love for what he does, and so he's got a lot of experience at the same time. So seen it pretty early, and I feel like he's doing a great job.
Let's talk about on-the-field matters now. 3 wins in 3. Obviously, from a results point of view, that's the perfect start that you could have imagined for your new club.
Yeah, it's been good, mate. I think it's only early for us. We can't get carried away with too much. Be a great test for us on Friday, and as a team we're looking forward to it, mate, but it's only early, mate, and we're just taking it week by week at the moment.
We'll come to Saints in a little while, but I wanted to ask you will have had conversations before this move about the standard of Super League, what to expect. Has anything surprised you in these first 3 games about the calibre of the game?
Yeah, probably the physicality, mate. I've seen many games in the past, but until you do it yourself personally, I think how consistent the last sort of 4 weeks has been on the physical side of things, and yeah, it's been great. Obviously, the conditions play a big part at this time of the year. So, in that middle third of the footy field, there's a lot of footy being played. So, us as middles, we see a lot of traffic, but really surprised with the physicality. It's been great. Hats off to the last 4 teams, really, even York. They've played some great footy against us, and it's been a really good challenge.
Yeah, I was there at York and watching on, and I think quite a few of us got, I guess, sucked into the expectancy that with the side that was named on paper, it was going to be quite a blow-away result. But York certainly made it very, very tough for you, as you testify.
Yeah, which is great for the game, right? Great for the teams, and obviously everyone's putting in a lot of hard work in the pre-seasons, and yeah, we were really excited to get out there. And like I said, mate, it's 4 weeks in a plane now, and learning new combinations and players coming in and out of the team. It just takes a bit of time, right? So 1 week at a time, mate.
Well, I know it's 1 week at a time, and I know it's early stages of the season, but as someone who's got a lot of experience on a rugby league field, you've seen the very best of rugby league. I go into the World Cup Challenge, winning everything in Australia, being part of World Cups. What do you see in this Hull Kingston Rovers side that can maybe take them that extra step from last year when they got to the grand final against Wigan?
Well, all I can go off, mate, is what I've seen since I've been at the club, right? And that's the effort-based areas. It's the work that we've put in pre-season, and if anything, that gives us confidence going into each week. We know we've done the work, and it was personally one of the hardest ones that I've been a part of, and I'm getting on with my age, but it was physical. It was tough. It was long, but it's what sets you up, and it's what gives you confidence going into a season. So belief, I feel like the belief is high, and we're enjoying each other's company. There's a few coffees getting around, so I think it's obviously a long season. If we can just stay well connected, enjoy each other's company, keep playing good footy, just enjoy the year.
What's encouraging you on the field most of all?
I think, to be honest, I enjoy the off the field parts that probably motivate me on field. Building relationships with these guys, the staff. I feel like the in between moments throughout the week, everyone's work ethic and how everyone gets along, and you enjoy going out and performing for each other, So that's just a bonus, mate, playing on the weekend and playing for each other, but just really enjoying what comes throughout the week also.
How have you warmed to the Robins fans? I mean, Willie Peters has called on there to be a large terrace of faithful for going to St Helens, but what's the atmosphere been like for you? You've played in some of the biggest stadiums possible for rugby.
Yeah, it's been great, mate. 10,000 here at Craven Park. To be honest, sounds like 30,000 on where I've played in the past. So the passion, mate, even just the fans and supporters getting here 3 hours before kickoff, shows how much it means to them. So just, mate, running out and hearing those, the songs and the chants, it motivates you as players. It gets you excited to play at home, and we're looking forward to hopefully a big turnout at St Helens on Friday night. I think there's about 600 or so that are making the trip. We're hoping for a few more, so you're really looking forward to playing in front of our crowd.
Well, you know about St Helens, but it was almost a completely different side. Memories of the World Club Challenge in 2020?
Not really, mate. To be honest, it was tough. It was physical. We played over here. I was getting called all certain types of names from the crowd. It was great. been playing some fantastic footy the last 10 years, and no doubt they'll turn up on Friday.
Is it the best opposition to play, given who you've had so far in the division? It's a step up in class, isn't it? Would that be fair to say?
Mate, I haven't seen too many games, to be honest. I've just reviewed some footage at training today, and they look good, mate. They look, they look physical. They look skillful. So really looking forward to a great challenge on Friday.
And Willie mentioned this in his press conference about how both packs are going to be absolutely at it, as you would expect. But I think that the general consensus is, even though Wigan are the ones in the media who are being tipped to be the successful ones in most part, you and St Helens are knocking on the door almost, not as the underdog, but I guess as the ones who want to be up there. And it's, I guess from a player's point of view, you like to be the one. Do you prefer to be the one that's challenging, or do you prefer the one that, in Wigan's case, is the one being chased, given they won everything available last season?
Mate, it's a credit to Wigan. They deserve all the praises. You know, they've been great for a number of years now. So nothing but respect. So it's, you obviously want to be the hunted, but it's also good being the hunter. So however you want to take it, mate. It doesn't really. I don't think about that too often, but is what it is, right?
Just lastly, how does possibly playing in Vegas sound next year appeal to you?
Yeah, mate. That would be, mate. I was fortunate to go last year and experience it, and it was a hell of an experience. The players absolutely loved it, and big spectacle, right? So to be in the mix, mate, I don't know how far it's gone, but to be in the mix and be tossed up, it'd be great for the club and the fans, and fingers crossed they can handle that in the behind the scenes.
What did you most enjoy about it when you was there?
Mate, the experiences.
That slight hesitation scared me then.
Mate, honestly, the experiences, and we went to LA for about 10 days beforehand, and going to the games, the basketball games, and just some of the experiences, mate, that you'd never imagine doing with your best mates, and then going to Vegas and Allegiant Stadium, how America just supports any type of sport. I think there was 40, 50 odd thousand there on the weekend again. So they just love it, mate. They're all about sport, and what a spectacle.
Lovely stuff. Cheers, Jared. Thank you very much.
Thanks, James. Appreciate it.
Recording stopped.
I just jumped in for a quick few. Hi, Jared. Hope you're well.
G'day, mate. How you doing?
Recording in progress.
Yeah, good, thanks. Just quickly, you said you've assessed St Helens just recently. Where do you see their biggest threats?
Oh, mate, all over the park, really. Playing great footy, physical up front, mate. Obviously, their spine is class. So, to be honest, it's more about us. It's more about building on the last few weeks and just trying to be better than last week for us. So, not too much about them.
I appreciate this question isn't about being on the field, but there's been a bit of talk about Peter V'landys and Super League. You've seen firsthand sort of what he's done to the NRL. Have you had any sort of run-ins with him while he was over in Australia? And I know you are new to Super League, but do you think he is someone that you could see making an impact in Super League like he has done in the NRL, obviously with Las Vegas being the fresh one?
Yeah, so what I've seen with him in Australia is he's willing to take the risk, right? He's willing to put his job on the line and make the call, and it's worked out well. The game's thriving over there, and ever since he's been in charge, it's just gone leaps and bounds. So yeah, I think he's a pretty damn good candidate for whatever role it is, but he's doing good things over in Australia for sure.
As a player in Australia, could you notice the impact and the differences he was making across the years?
Can you say that again, sorry, mate?
As a player, could you notice the impact he was making off the field across the years?
Absolutely. Yep.
How was that for you then? Sort of, Super League over here. We always talk about putting Super League in the spotlight, making these superstars. That's what he did in the NRL, but they were already doing it as well. But he just sort of boosted that even more.
Yeah. Well, it's not too many people that can just overnight say they're doing a 6 again call, and it works. It obviously the product is great over there, and he's the man making the calls, and like I said before, mate, it's obviously working.